everybody. What are you doing? Are you choking? Oh, okay, God. Hey, everybody.
I took a breath. I was going to do an evil laugh.
Yeah.
Throw another evil laugh in there to our evil laugh competition, but when I took a breath in, I started choking. So
Straight up did the opposite.
what the fuck?
Man, welcome to the show. I'm not prepared at all. This is October, I guess. What's Halloween? 31st?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah,
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. This is your podcast for October 31st.
How the fuck are you doing?
How the fuck are you doing? Usually Saturday would be a fantastic day for a Halloween, but not at the moment.
Corona's fucking everything up.
I don't know what's going on in the States, but in Germany, Rona's flaring up, so we're
You don't
closing
get to
down.
see all those sexy witches and sexy nurses.
Nope. Doesn't matter. In
they're all
Germany,
gone.
we've said it a million times. In Germany, they go gross for Halloween anyway. They're not going to go sexy at all. It's always gross.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, they go gory with it because they have Carnival. I don't know if you guys know Carnival, but it's their costumed holiday when they dress like fucking sexy or whatever, or cute or funny. They do that on Carnival, so Halloween has to be different, so then it's fucking gory and gross.
Yeah.
Carnival's hard shit, though, man. You got to get drunk at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
Wasted at 7, and then you got 20 more hours to go.
They don't fuck around with Carnival.
I've never been more drunk in my life for longer.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, last time I went to Carnival, because it's in Cologne usually, and if you live in like Frankfurt, you get on the train at 6 a.m. because the parade starts early, you know, and there'll be 1 million plus people in the city. It's crazy. It's like the least Rona thing you could do. And you're getting drunk on the train at 6 in the morning. You show up drunk at 8 a.m., check in your hotel, and then you drink until 5 the next day.
Yeah, they got
It's
those
24 hours. I think I did literally, I wanted to go to bed at 5, and I stayed up to 6 just to be like, I drank for 24 hours straight.
Yeah.
And I was wrecked for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do that. That's not really a Halloween thing. Halloween, like costume parties are much more of an American thing, which is a shame. But
house parties
whatever.
in general are, and I think it's because we can't drink till we're
Joy.
21.
Joy and frivolity
Yes.
are more or
not-
less German things.
Yeah, well, not at the moment. But like in America, I really do think the house parties are from the drinking age, you know? You can't drink at 21, so you have to drink at a house. You have to have a house party.
That's true.
And you have to binge drink because the police are going to come. So you got like this whole like, you know, like I have a house full of people and I don't know who any of these people are. That doesn't happen in
Why
Germany
has that never occurred to me before? That is why people is that actually why people binge drink? Because they know the police are coming, so they just try to drink as much as possible. That's never why I did it.
Yeah, but when I was at house parties, it's like I often had the experience that I was showing up at someone's house that I didn't know, and they didn't know me.
Right.
So you had to have someone that would open the door for you so you would get in, right?
Right.
And then it's like they're going to kick you out, or the police are definitely going to come at some point. So you get hammered and you get out of there before the police come.
That's funny. I never even
that was
thought
always the
about that.
strategy.
I always just drank till my little belly was full of wine.
Yeah, but going fast, you know, going hard. Plus, American drinking games and German drinking games are different.
No.
German drinking games, you drink when you win, often. And American drinking games, you drink when
If you
lose.
lose, right.
Yeah, and it's a different vibe.
Which I kind of get that. You drink when you win.
Yeah.
You want to win. It gives you...
You want to get drunk.
You want to get drunk. Why else are you there?
Yeah, it's hard. What's more of the motivator? Like, if I fuck this up, I don't get to drink, or if I fuck this up, I have to drink. Once you're drunk, more of the motivator is, I can't drink anymore. Otherwise, I'm gonna be
but
hammered.
that is so when you'll just quit at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. But the fun thing is that the feeling of winning, that you want to win, will keep you in the game even if you're fucking yourself up bad.
Yeah,
right.
True.
So the people will be like, you get this satisfaction.
Yeah.
Of putting the hurting on somebody by winning, right? You're
Yeah.
punishing somebody else for losing.
I get it.
And then they will stay in the game because they're like, fuck this, I can't end
But
like this.
some games aren't like that. Like, do you have a favorite drinking game?
I like Flip Cup.
Flip Cup's mine too. Flip Cup, it's competitive, it's fast, it's like the basketball of drinking games. Speaking of drinking,
I gotta say this other thing. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so you filled an ice cube tray up with beer.
Yeah.
Right? And you had 3 ice cube trays of beer on each side of the table.
Like
so there's
frozen
one.
or no?
No. Just no, you can't drink. Anyway, listen. On my side, there are 3 teammates with 3 ice cube trays of beer.
Okay.
And then on the other side is the same, an opposing team. You have a straw,
Yeah.
and you have to suck up the beer through the straw out of each one of them, and when you're done, you flip it over.
Okay.
And this one,
Yeah, that one sounds cool.
I was better at than any other drinking game that I've ever been.
Wonder why.
Everybody was like, well, how could you do that? And
Yeah.
I told them, I said, I think it has something to do with my singer lungs.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm able to fucking
sucking doesn't have to do with your lungs, though.
No, I know, but I'm able to hold my breath
Yeah.
longer.
I see. Hold your breath and you
I'm just able to go.
Yeah. Now that's a cool one. I've never heard of that one. Flip Cup's the classic. There's so many games. They're like jokes. You hear a good joke, and like you just can't remember it. But there's some people who remember jokes. And drinking games are the same. I've been to parties where I played drinking games that were really fun and exciting, but I can't remember the rules or anything.
Oh yeah, no, I actually saved one the other day where the. How did it fucking go? You had to blow up a balloon. Like there's a cup in the middle of the table. You blow up a balloon, and then you use the air in that to like blow the cup to the other side of the table. So you have somebody on one side trying to blow it off the other side, and then an opponent, whoever blows it off first, wins.
Okay.
Right? That was actually kind of cool.
One of my favorite games. I don't think you can play anymore because it's not very PC.
Do you have a drink over there, by the way?
Yeah, hold on. Mike and I are drinking, but we don't have any beer. So what are you drinking, Mike? Tell the people. I'm going to go.
There's some Prosecco here.
We have Prosecco, Sambuca, absinthe, and then a very nice
Lagavulin.
whiskey. I'm going to go absinthe first.
That's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah, you don't like it because of the black licorice, but I'm actually quite
That's why I
fond of
can't, and that's why I'm not doing the Sambuca either.
There was a game we played, and everybody picked a different type of fuck, right? So you'd be like a butt fuck, titty fuck, dick fuck, like whatever. You did a different type of fuck, right?
What is a dick fuck?
Well, whatever, man. Toe fuck,
Ugh.
foot fuck, armpit
Penal
fuck,
fucking. God damn.
butt fuck, whatever. Like you picked different fine, and you would do like thigh clap. You'd be like butt fuck, nothing but a titty fuck, nothing but a cock fuck. And you had when it was your turn that you had to catch it, right?
Tit fuck, nothing but a tit fuck, butty fuck, butty fuck.
Yeah, so if you said titty fuck, then I would have to then I'd have to say mine, right? I'd be like titty fuck, nothing but a cock. So you would look at people, and of course, like you start slow and go faster and faster and faster. And that game was fucking fun, man.
Sounds like one of those training games you do in your drama class.
Yeah, but
right?
It's just fun to
Those
hear all the different
concentration
fucks
games.
people came up with. It was very creative, Okay, I'm gonna just do a shot of this here. Hold on.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know why.
That's back from when people used to send us cocktail recipes, which
Oh, yeah. I remember
doesn't happen
that.
anymore because we closed down. We streamlined our website back in the day.
By the way, just to hit it before I forget about it again, we will determine soon the winner of the Evil Laugh contest, and then you'll get like something. We'll send you some merch.
Yeah, so there's an Evil Laugh contest going on. You can find information about that on our social media channels. Go check it out.
Right.
Let us hear your evil laugh. And you can check out our laugh from season 1, I guess, as examples. We'll also post that clip. But check it out. Send us your evil laugh. Get some free merch and get your name out there.
Get your name out there to the world.
Get some exposure. So, I guess...
You want to hear one more thing that happened to me today?
Okay. This sounds like a segue. I'm on to you.
No,
now.
it's not a segue. I
Okay.
swear to God, this one's
Okay.
not a segue.
No, okay.
This really is not a segue.
Okay.
I was in the bookstore, and you know what doesn't happen to you in Germany very often is the spontaneous conversation with a perfect stranger.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not into
Strangers do their own thing. And today I was getting a book. Like I was looking at some books, and I was in the English section, and there was another person there. And just because they were reading like English novels, I said to them, I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'm in your way." Right?
Trying to engage or what?
No. Just
Okay.
literally saying, like, I guess it was a little bit subconscious
Yeah.
engaging because I
Okay.
did it in English.
Yeah, sure.
Because I knew they were reading an English book. So then she said,
Oh.
"Are you? So you're a British person or something?" Which most people think I'm British. I don't know why. I mean, she's not from England or anything like that.
Yeah, but there's more English people here because it's closer.
Well, anyway, that spawned into a 3-hour conversation over a cup of coffee. 3 hours.
That's
3 fucking hours. We first just started talking about Germany and whatever because
Yeah.
we were standing there. I'm like, I want a coffee. You want a
Yeah.
coffee? And she said, yeah. So we sat down, started talking, and then it got into what do I do? What have I done recently? And I told
Okay.
her about the recital.
yeah.
So the last 2.5 hours
Yeah.
were straight religion talk.
Jesus.
Straight. She's from Pakistan.
Okay.
And has a she comes from a strong conservative religious Muslim family, right?
Don't go too much though. We've been doing a lot of religious stuff on the podcast.
No, that's true. It's true. I just wanted to say though, this was such a great conversation. Engaged me for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I could have spoken for 2.5 hours more easily, and it was nice. It was just an exchange of ideas. I didn't agree with what she had to say.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole end thing of a god and blah 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 whatever. But it was interesting, and I just wanted to say it's possible to disagree with somebody and fucking talk to them anyway.
No, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of rare aspects of that story. Disagreeing with somebody, but still like having a conversation with them. You definitely don't see that these days. But also the old meet cute, man.
The what?
Is it called like a meet cute, or is it meet cute? Mute cute in movies. That's like when the two lead characters meet each other. The incident that like brings them together.
Oh, really? Well, it was straight up that way because
I'll look it up while you're talking. Because I want to inform.
It's a fall day here, so we each had fucking jackets on and scarves, and she had like a knitted wool hat on. That is classic 101 rom-com writing.
Here it is.
Writing,
Meet cute, right? In film and television, a meet cute is a scene in which the two people who will form a future romantic couple meet for the first time, typically under unusual, humorous, or cute circumstances.
Well, look, it's not going to form into that, people, because I've got my wife. She might have something to say about that.
Okay.
But it was straight out of Serendipity or some kind of crap like that. I mean, even down to the fallness.
Yeah.
Why is it that every fucking rom-com seems to take place in fall?
Oh man, because
scarves and mochachinos.
No, it's the changing of the seasons that represents the changing of the characters.
Oh, look at you!
that of course is what it is, man.
Look at you!
It's like these.
But why isn't it then spring?
Because,
I mean, this is the dying of the season.
Yes, because but it always of course becomes spring at the happy ending because there's the death of the old life and then there's the birth of the new life after the cocooning period.
Look at you. You look at you.
That's what they're doing, man.
What the fuck?
That's what they're fucking doing.
That was amazing. Good for you.
Segue to Rigoletto. Too lazy. I could have done it. You know who else fucking had the end of their life? Fucking Gila. Okay. So,
what the fuck, dude? That wasn't a segue.
It was the opposite of a segue. It was like a derailment. We're going to talk about Rigoletto today. We've been talking a lot of shit lately. Mike and I were busy there for a while. We wanted to get back into it with an opera. Rigoletto, which I got to say is one of my faves, man.
It's absolutely one of my faves.
Why?
Because, well, for a tenor, it's maybe the best tenor opera ever. He has 4 arias.
Straight up bangers.
And fuck, every one of them is a rock star aria.
Fucking bop.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always talks about Verdi, and when they talk about why Verdi's good, they're like, well, his tunes were like, catchy and universal. And everyone's thinking about these ones.
Everybody's thinking about exactly that
Questa
aria.
Quella, and they're thinking about La Donna Mobile.
Right. And that is the one that is like typical. You sing it. You can't sing Questa Quella to a non-opera person and have them recognize it. But you absolutely can go da 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 da.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
And everybody knows that.
Which is crazy. And I mean, I can see both sides of it. It's crazy that stood the test of time and it's still around and shit like that. But at the same time, sometimes people know melodies because they're still around,
I don't think there's... Do you think there's a more recognizable... What's the more recognizable than that?
Verdi shit.
No,
opera.
from any opera shit.
I mean, somehow people know Non più un drai.
Yeah, but that's not on the same level.
It's
not on the same... Toreador.
Yeah. A lot of people know that. It's whatever they put in pizza commercials. People know. Whatever ended up in a fucking pizza commercial. I remember the first time I
think a lot of people, if you went... people would get that.
I wonder. But definitely
Maybe.
there's something from Magic Flute I'm forgetting that people would know, I think. But it's always Mozart. It's always like there's the scene in Amadeus, right? Where like, isn't that Amadeus? Where like Salieri's like all old. And he's like, don't you know my music? Yeah, she's like, I know that one. He's like, that was Mozart.
That's a great scene.
Yeah.
That guy's F. Murray Abraham. What a great fucking actor.
That's good. Good time.
Anyway, what we're trying to say
so we're talking about
is that Rigoletto has a bunch of those things.
So you know how the fucking drill is these days. We're just gonna kind of run through this opera and jizzle jam on it.
Jizzle.
Jizzly jamly. As you all know, Rigoletto is an opera that's 3x long by Verdi. I would encourage you to listen to our Verdi podcast for more information about Verdi. Anyway, this is from his middle. I don't know. I thought Mike might say something. you pursed your lips.
Sometimes I like to fuck with Jared a little bit by going like, and then not do anything.
Yeah, you got me good on that one. But this is his middle to late period that this shit was happening. And so go check out our fucking thing. The title of this opera was originally The Curse, and then they changed to Rigoletto, which I think Verdi did that a lot. Composers did that a lot. Verdi did that a lot because he was going to call Otello Iago.
Was he really?
Yeah. I think we talked about that maybe in a Verdi podcast or maybe when we
that
talked
makes
about
more.
Otello.
That makes sense because Iago really is it really is more of a main character than Otello is.
Yeah, so that would have been cool had it been called that. And then he's going to call this The Curse, which Rigoletto's maybe better. I don't know.
I guess so, but it really is about the
whole thing's about the curse,
right?
Yeah, which we'll get into. So, typical opera, we start at a ball, which is always a good move. Curtain up.
Curtain up, balls.
Just so
you see balls all over the place.
You got to go curtain up, and you got to tell one of the chorus people, make sure you laugh the second the curtain goes up, right? They always got that.
And then there's always the one person who has to be the first to do it.
Yeah.
What it should be is
it's like a hierarchy.
That's always kind of pissed me off a little bit. And that's really how it seems to happen.
The curtain
starts to go up, and then there's I would. If I were directing it, I would have maybe 5 minutes beforehand them just fucking laughing and talking.
Yeah, they don't have to be there.
Like
record it once and then fucking play it. You know? But that would make more sense. But the curtain goes up and it's just like, and then just.
And everybody knows who it is, and all the other chorus members roll their fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Because this is the person who's always wiggling their way to the front.
Yeah, and that person's in every opera house in the world.
There's a carbon copy of every fucking one of them in every opera house.
Yeah, it's either going to be the guy that has the only cane on stage, or it's going to be the girl, the only one that has the elbow-length gloves.
And it starts, if we're really going to start talking this shit, it starts in the rehearsal process where they got to try to make some big thing in one of the scenes, and I blame it more on the directors.
Yeah.
If the directors wouldn't bite,
then
it would be fine. But they always bite. It's always like, oh, you do that. That's
you
wonderful.
Do that.
Oh, you
Let's
right?
give you a limp.
A
backstory.
He or she smiles and giggles because they're like, I did it again. I'm in the front again.
Yeah. And then every night, give me a name in the program. Anyway,
did you say program? Yeah. Man, that absinthe is strong.
This absinthe hit hard, dude. It hit hard. Okay, hold on. So anyway, we're at the ball, curtain up. You got the arrogant laugh, and Duke just comes in with a banger right off the bat. Questo Quella, right? You get that right off the bat.
It's almost more of an orgy. This ball.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy liked to get down.
Right, which is what that opera about. And that's funny. All these songs are raunchy. I've heard these sung at weddings before.
What?
Yeah, I saw someone on the internet once. No, I had a buddy of mine. I had two experiences, but a buddy of mine was a tenor, and he sang La Donna e Mobile at a wedding. And I was like, didn't you tell me the translation was? He's like, nah, man, I'm trying to get a paycheck, fuck it. But anyway, the Duke...
Basically, Questo Quella is the Verdi Day equivalent of WAP.
Yeah.
It's the male version. It's the male Verdi version of WAP.
Wet ass pussy.
I got this wet ass dick.
Yeah, but the thing is... I mean, he's literally talking about how much he loves cuckolding dudes.
Yep.
I love fucking married women.
Yep.
Which
is the reason why what is the nobleman's name? Whose wife he's going after in the beginning. God damn it.
Soprano, whatever.
Ciprano, right? Ciprano.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. So he's singing I love fucking married women, right? And then he talks to one of the courtiers, which is just like a socialite, I guess. They're just people that showed up at these noble parties and stuff like that. And he talks about some girl in church he wants to bang, and then he also wants to seduce who you're talking about, the Countess of Ciprano, whatever
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The name is. And so then you got like the A plot going on there. Rigoletto pops in. He's the Duke's hunchback court,
Jester.
Jester, I guess that's called, right? Yeah, he's that type of thing. And he's mocking everybody. He's like, hey, he's fucking your wife. He's fucking your wife. He's fucking your daughter. And so, of course, this pisses this guy off.
Ciprano,
right.
right.
And he's like, fuck this guy, man.
And he says, what should we do? And he goes to the Duke, what should we do with him? He's like, should we send him away? No. Should we chop off his fucking head? No. But the Duke wants it. He wants to find something to do. Just get this guy out so he can, go stinky balls deep. And
He wants Ciprano out so he can fuck his wife.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, and so Rigoletto and him are talking about, like, let's send this guy to prison, let's fucking kill him. And they're just joking about this, right? And so, who says it? I think Marullo says, like, hey, man, you got a lover to Rigoletto. Who's that hot piece I've seen you fucking with, right?
Right.
And, of course, they don't know that this is Rigoletto's daughter.
Oh, you're doing the reveal already.
No, I'm just saying.
All right, well,
it's gonna get
everybody, it's
confusing.
not, I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay. In the opera, you think that he's like Rigoletto's got some secret fucking
Right,
lover, right?
right.
And they let you think that until a couple scenes later, right? And so everyone's fucking partying and shit like that. And then Ciprano, he's pissed off and he's like, "Fuck that guy." We're gonna fucking take his woman, right?
Right.
We're gonna go fucking get her or something like that.
He's saying it about
Rigoletto.
Rigoletto.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We're gonna go take that guy's fucking woman if he thinks it's so funny for people to fuck people's wives, right? It's like a dark, like patriarchal, masculine undertone. This whole thing, like
fucking
people
right.
love this opera. But if I wrote this like today, people would be like, "You sick creep, you sick fucking."
You'd be
creep."
hashtagged
Yeah.
with a couple different hashtags.
Yeah, but
on that
Verdi
one.
did it, so it's all good. So of course the festivities.
But then again, here's the deal. Just want to make this comment.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy for doing it. So Verdi writes this opera, but it's clear who the bad guy is.
What are you talking about?
The Duke is the bad guy. He's doing all this bullshit masculine shit, and he's the bad guy. So I think the message is clear.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so then
There's a lot of stuff though in this opera that you like just take as like, yeah, of course he told his daughter not to leave the house except to go to church.
Oh,
You
right.
know? It's like
Right.
these days you'd be like, what? You wouldn't.
Well,
it would be unbelievable.
Okay,
we
should let's get to that point in the courtyard where they're doing it.
Okay.
But at some point, he starts fucking around with another girl.
Yeah.
This is Montarone's daughter.
Yeah, okay, so then accountant busts in classic opera faffs and, boom, to the party, and Duke has been banging his daughter, right? He's fucking pissed off, and this is who Mike's talking about, Monterone, and,
Which, by the way,
Yeah.
Monterone
yeah.
was, when I first started listening to opera, I was asked by my coach once, like he was just talking to me about opera. This is in high school still. And I said, if I have a dream role, it's Monterone in Rigoletto.
Who
He's
says
like,
that?
And he said, what? He said, that's your dream role?
Yeah.
I just think this role is so fucking awesome.
Why?
Have you... Can we bring up the music to it?
I mean, yes, the music's good. I know that. I
the
don't
music
have the music.
is
No.
tits
Yeah, the music's good. That's a valid reason. It's a valid reason.
It's amazing, and he comes in and he points at the fucking guy. By the way,
basing around.
what I'm thinking of is the movie version one. The first one I saw was the movie
with
version
that guy with that baritone with the big nose. What's his name?
Ingvar Wixel.
Yeah, exactly. With Pavarotti, with Pav and the Golden Leaves.
That's right. Pav and the Golden Leaves.
Yeah.
And Ingvar Wixel
Yeah, that guy.
sang Rigoletto in it.
Yeah.
And Monterone.
Crazy.
He sang them both. Of course, they did it with cameras and all that shit. But he comes in and the way it's done, both musically and scenically, is just fantastic, and it stole my goddamn heart. And it made me recognize you don't have to sing one of the main roles to have an awesome role.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, back then, man, Mike's killing this fucking champagne.
It's done, dude.
This is the weirdest drinking ever. Mike's got champagne, and I'm crushing the
I
absinthe
got my
over here.
pinky out when
But when we're running the clock, secret sponsors, you're gonna get a weird fucking podcast
Yep,
after
absolutely.
this one. You're gonna get a saucy one. So anyway, we'll save some of it for that because otherwise this is gonna be a 4-hour podcast. So Michael Pegger busts in, Monterone busts in, and he's like, "You've been fucking my daughter," and Rigoletto's like, balls deep, he's been fucking your daughter.
He's like, let me handle this.
Yeah. And so he fucks with him, right? And so of course they like
He says, "Novello insolito."
yeah, these very bass high notes are fucking
Oh my god, it's
boss.
fucking titties.
And so he goes up to the Duke, and of course the guards arrest him and shit. And so he's getting let out to go to prison. And Montero's like, "I curse you both," I curse you fucking both for this
To which
shit.
everybody goes, oh!
Oh, no, they do that one. That's right. And then
What was yours?
I thought you were
the
going to do
evil
the laugh
laugh
again.
jacking off again?
No.
A curse! A curse!
Have you ever met someone who actually has that party laugh?
Through the nose.
Like one of
Actually,
those?
there was the head of the opera department at CCM while I was there was named Sandra Bernhardt, right?
names.
She died.
Okay.
Wonderful woman. I think
Okay.
died of cancer. And it was a big tragedy to anybody who knew her. But she had this such a distinctive laugh that my friend ended up making a remix of it. She would go,
Yeah, I've seen that laugh a lot.
Through the nose.
A lot of people, but with the mouth onset. Yeah.
Anybody who knows her, by the way,
Yeah.
or knew her, knows that I'm doing this affectionately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to do my best impression of.
Yeah. But what's crazy is laughs are so unique, and I like things about laughs. To derail here for a second, if I can,
What we do here.
because there's very few things in life that are yours. Because I can tell, like, the way I stand, the way I walk, a lot of the way I talk, my inflections are from my childhood, my parents, my family members, and then my friends later on in life. But laughs, I don't know how much of that's learned. Each one of my family members has a unique laugh.
Yeah, I think though, I can pick out influences in my laugh. I think I can.
But stifling a laugh is something that I think is social. Like people who like they're like I
Right.
think like people laugh at the nose. I think probably exist in situations where it's often inappropriate to laugh.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
I don't know. Anyway,
So he curses everybody.
so it curses everybody and the scene's over. Right, party's done and we got like the setup for the whole fucking show. Rigoletto and Duke are cursed. Duke's fucking everybody's daughter and wife, and Rigoletto's got a secret lover. At this point, is what we believe, right?
Uh-huh.
So then we're on the next scene, and it takes place on a street outside of like a house, and Rigoletto's thinking about the old man's curse and shit like that. He's very, I guess, superstitious in this way, and he's approaching the house where then he's hiding his daughter from everybody, and there's like this Deus ex machina moment. There's kind of like assassin comes out of nowhere, which his name is Spada Fucile, I think.
Spada Fucile.
Spada Fucile, which is very
Now
Italian.
look, this is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Okay.
Because,
Spada
God. So Spada Fucile is a name that is made of two different Italian words.
Okay.
Unfortunate, and the Italian words I thought
Yeah.
were to shoot
Okay.
and to stab.
Okay.
Because he's an assassin.
Yeah.
Sparare is to shoot,
Spadare like a gun or
right?
something. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And that's the spada.
Yeah.
And then I thought
Okay.
I thought it was stab. I can't remember, but I can't find the exact word that.
Chile. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard it before. I can't think of the definition though.
Anyway,
If anyone else-
I always
some
thought it was
Italian
kind
write
of
us
cool
in.
because he combined two words that an assassin would do, and that is the assassin's name.
I like that. A lot of names are like that in opera, where they're created for a reason beyond just sounding cool. Which respect.
Respect, Verdi.
Yeah.
Verdi.
So an assassin comes out of nowhere and is like, "You need me to kill anybody?" Which is a bit sloppy writing. I have to say, it's a bit lazy writing. You know what I mean?
know.
Like he's just walking home and he's got all the. And he's like, "No, but maybe later." You know?
Right.
Like how late? I'm sorry. Like we worship these operas and the music. You can't fuck with the music. You can't fuck with the music. But the writing sometimes.
I
is
just
like
imagine
a
that
bit
he's sitting there
yeah.
and he's been stuck for days.
Yeah.
Verdi's been stuck for. Oh God!
How do I get the assassin?
How do I introduce this fucking assassin?
Yeah.
And his wench
Yeah.
at the time, or whoever he was fucking at the time, came in and said, like, dude, just have him show up.
Just have him just
Just
walk by
have
on the
him
street.
show up.
Hey,
People
hey,
meet.
clown! You need a fucking
People
assassin.
meet, coincidences happen. Let it be one
It's
of
the
those.
opposite of Seinfeld. You know, Seinfeld they always have the A story, the B story, and then they tie together in the end in a way that you're like, I didn't fucking expect this, but it's hilarious. Of course, those two stories met. They do the opposite.
Right.
In opera, it's just like, ha, that guy's fucking there, man. So he runs to the assassin, and the assassin's like, so if you need me to kill him, let me know. And Rigoletto's like, no, I'm good, dog, but like, Maybe some other time. Give me your card, and I'll follow you on Instagram. So, like, so the guy leaves, and Rigoletto sings some, like, not such deep shit. Like, oh, we're the same. Like, he kills with the sword, and I kill with my tongue. And
kill with my wit.
My jest and this shit. So then he pops in the house, and he's like, oh, my daughter. And she's like, Daddy, I love you, even though you imprisoned me.
Well, no, okay, this is what I wanted to say. So, yeah. He does imprison his daughter. He does that,
yes,
right?
Yes, yeah.
But he's doing so because he knows that everybody at the court wants to get back at him. He's ruthless. He's the most ruthless, how do you say? Shit giver, I guess.
Rigoletto. Yeah, everyone wants to fuck with that guy.
Everybody wants to fuck with him,
protection.
and he knows he's good at his job. His job is to fuck with people. The Duke loves it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
The Duke loves it, and he's like, I know I'm good at my job, but
everybody wants to fuck
wants to fuck with me because of it, and I need to protect my lovely daughter from getting fucked with. She doesn't know. I don't know if I can't remember in the text. This is my ignorance.
She doesn't even know his job.
What the fuck?
I think she doesn't even know his name.
That cannot be, of course.
I think, because I think Rigoletto's not, I think that's like his jester name. That's not his real name.
So she knows his name as much as we do.
Yeah, I think, because nobody's name in this. Like, the Duke's the Duke, but he gives a fake name at some point coming up here in a moment, but nobody has names, and Rigoletto's not his actual name, I don't think. I think his daughter doesn't actually know his name. She's just like, Dad. Yeah, right. Like, and doesn't know his job or anything like that. She's just like, And so anyway, so he pops in, and so she's not allowed in public, which I think we said, and she's only allowed to go to church, right? That's kind of the deal, which as one did in those times.
As one did in those times.
So I think there's like a rustle in the bushes or some shit. Rigoletto fucks off, right? He's like, he gets the fuck out of there, and of course the Duke pops in, and she and the Duke met each other at church. He wants to bang her. She's like in love with him in a very naive.
There's another girl.
Giovanna, the what would you call it? Like her, not nurse. What is that called? The women back then always had like another. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's like the other one that's like
that
gives the deep talk when you're putting her hair in braids.
That's
or whatever.
Right. That's right. That kind of shit.
So she's Giovanna. I think the Duke pays her off. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And so Duke's alone with Gilda.
And before that comes her famous aria, Caro Nome.
Yeah.
And in it, or I think it's even before that, she talks about how she would like to find. Like she mentions that she wants somebody who's poor.
Yeah.
And the Duke is listening to this.
Yeah,
right?
No, yeah. She's talking to Joanna and a poor student.
Right.
She wants like a poor student. And he comes in, I'm a poor student, and they confess their love for each other, and he tells her some name. He says Malde or something like that.
Oh my God, no, this is before Caro Nome.
That's what I mean. That's when he gives the name.
Right.
They do the addio, and then she sings Caro Nome.
Right, but it was before that she said to Giovanna that she wants a poor student. Which, he's just using the information provided him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can't. He's lying, but he's lonely.
Someone should do a mashup opera, where it's like, because you could make the Duke. Somehow there's a way to make Duke and Giovanni the same character.
Absolutely.
And then, tie the stories together. Like Rigoletto, the whole story of Rigoletto is a side quest of Giovanni's. You know what they should do? This is a good idea. I'll put this out there for free. Someone should write a series of operas where, like, Escamillo, Don Giovanni, the Duke are all the same person. And these are all just side quests in the overall arcing story, which is like Don Giovanni.
And it's like a Game of Thrones as to who's gonna
like
fuck most
Donna
women
Elvira,
like that.
you could she could be Carmen after whatever or something like that, but before she got killed. And there is a way to make some sort of
Gilda
lore.
is like Micaela coming in Carmen.
Yes,
she's not nice innocent shit. Yeah, there's some potential.
There's a way to make some sort of lore there. So I'm too lazy to do it, but one of you fucks could do it, man. So anyway, so he fucks off and she sings the fucking the Caro Nome, and it's like, I fucking love that guy, right? So Rigoletto's like outside fucking around, and all the people are there that he pissed off at the party, and they're there to like steal his wife,
lover,
I guess his lover, what they believe, which of course now we, the viewer, know to be his daughter. So he sees him, he's like, oh yeah, man, we're gonna. So he believes, or they tell him, I think, that they are going to abduct the Countess, that the Duke was talking about earlier.
Right.
Chipano, right? And so he's like, oh, y'all got a mask for me, right? And so they're like, yeah, here's a mask and a blindfold, right? Which, again,
rang zero
sloppy
bells.
writing. So he's holding
zero bells.
Right? Like, either make the guy smart or dumb. I don't know. So he's like holding the ladder with a blindfold on, just like,
this is great. I can't say it, but this is fucking great.
It sounds hilarious. And so they steal his daughter, man, and he takes the mask off and he's like, the curse. They got me. And I don't know. Then I think they usually do an intermission there, maybe after Act 2. I can't remember where they do the intermission usually.
Well, they do it. I think they do it between. I think they do it between both. If you're at a good opera house that gives you enough pee-pee breaks.
Oh yeah, man. And you got to get drunk.
And then comes maybe my favorite aria ever at the beginning of that next act, is
the Duke's aria.
The Duke's aria. Parmi veder le lagrime.
Yeah. Because he has like
the text right before that is the
Ella mi fu rapita or something like that, and then he sings
Ella mi fu rapita. But that's the the aria is the next part, and that's kind of like the wretched.
Okay, yeah.
It's accompagnato.
Yeah. It's good shit though.
It's amazing. It's one of my favorite arias ever. And you don't hear.
Nah, they always focus on the other two, but it's good shit.
They always, that and the. I don't know. Every single aria in that thing is amazing.
Are you switching to whiskey now? Dude?
Oh yeah, I switched to Lagavulin.
we're gonna spend the night here.
We gotta get saucy.
All right, so that's also the Rigoletto's like, no man. Is that where he does the Gilda? Is that where he does?
Yeah. Right before he sings the Maledizione.
Let me get something off my chest.
Here we go.
I'm tired of every single one of you motherfuckers that has a voice higher than mine. All right? Just fucking stop. Okay?
Oh, are you saying adding different?
Look, yeah, like you can't change a cadenza, but like Rigoletto, Tonio, like all this shit should be much easier to sing than it is. Like Tonio, man, there's like the roll never goes high except for the high A flat at the beginning, which you now have to do, right? And Rigoletto is full of G's and A's and A flats that you now must do, right? And somehow this shit has become like they have YouTube compilations of people like.
Oh yeah, no, okay, but the one you're talking about is later when she dies.
Yeah, the one at the end, but also in
because he goes Maledizione.
No, it's La Maledizione or something. What's written is la da 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 or something like that. It's like Merito or something like that. It's not high notes. And also in Cortigiani, which comes later. Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah. We'll get there. But I know what you mean. But hey, there's not a C written in Che Gelida Manina.
Yeah, but like it's a tenor roll. You guys are expected to see high notes. I'm just saying, quit coming down to our shit and fucking it up.
Fuck that. I want you to sing them.
No, man, because like Leporella's a good roll. Then you got Lucas Meacham like singing a high B flat. Now I can't sing Leporello anymore.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, this is a Verdi baritone.
Yeah.
This is a Verdi baritone. Leporello is not that. I object to Leporello being.
But even in Leporello, there's
notes
that aren't written there that you have to do.
I know, but not commonly B flats.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Don Giovanni's an easy fucking roll, but they expect you to sing the A at the end.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah,
you high-voiced fucks coming down here, fucking it up for the rest of us.
By the way, I never sing for real on this podcast.
Yeah, why would you? You'd be a dick if you did.
I know. I want people to recognize that when I go, I don't mean that's not how I really sing. I'm just.
It doesn't matter, man.
Pushing down my larynx.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because either they're going to judge you for it and they're dicks, and even if they heard your real singing, they would judge you for it, or they're intelligent people, and if they want to know, they would Google you and hear what you fucking sound like. So
anyway, on to Act 2, where the Duke learns that this girl was stolen, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, at this point, he knows.
Everybody pops in and they're like, we fucking took her, man. Yeah.
Right. But at this point, he knows it's Rigoletto's daughter.
From the description. Because nobody knows it's his daughter. That reveal's coming later. All right, man.
He was listening earlier to Rigoletto and Gilda, right? So he knows it's his daughter, doesn't give a fuck, wants to fuck her, right?
Okay.
He comes in saying like, oh no, she was fucking stolen, which is crazy because...
Rigoletto.
No.
You say he, but you introduce like
okay,
five
hold on.
Your pronouns are fucked.
Great.
All right.
At the end, of the Act 1, fucking Duke is listening to Rigoletto talk to Gilda. He now knows that Gilda is his daughter.
Yeah.
Cool. she's stolen. He learns that in the pause. What's that
I don't
called?
think so. I think
in the intermission. No, because at the beginning of the second act, it is him lamenting her being stolen. That's what that aria is about, right?
Okay.
So he's lamenting it, and he's saying, "I'll give everything," and it's actually kind of weird because, you think he's just down to get some poon, right? But he shows genuine emotion. Like, this aria is really emotional, and he really gives a lot to it. Maybe he's just really emotional about the one he hasn't gotten yet.
I guess. But sometimes with this stuff, I think it's just really fucking good music. I would do the same thing. If I wrote an opera, I would jam my good shit in there and fuck character arc, fuck character development. I'd be like, you're a genuine, vulnerable person for a moment. You're a dick again. You know, like, you have no development, but you will bend to the will of the music.
So anyway, he's there, he's lamenting, and then all of a sudden, all the courtiers come in.
Yeah, and they're like bragging about the shit and stuff like that. He knows it's Gilda, blah, blah, blah.
Finds out it's Gilda, and then does the most underrated aria of all of them in the entire opera, this Posentia amor mia. It's just so fucking good.
With golden leaves.
With golden fucking leaves, baby. And that's the one where people also interpolate a high D, I think it is at the end.
Yes.
Which is questionable whether you should or not, because it most of the time sounds poop. But so anyway, he gets her and then gets her.
Yeah. So he goes in there, right?
And then goes in there.
And that's when Rigoletto pops in.
Wait,
right?
First, at the end of that aria, he takes her into bed and is doing the old deed with her, right?
Doing the dirty.
Doing the old dirty deed.
Yeah. Bumping uglies.
And then comes, smashing guts.
Oh, shit. I forgot about smashing guts.
The most disgusting way to say sex ever. Wow. Smashing guts.
That's probably the worst one out there. But
Can you think of one?
No, not on the spot.
Squish and squishies? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Smashing guts is worse. No, sorry. Anyway, then
just
gravy. At that time...
Yeah.
Making pudding.
Yeah.
Pushing pudding, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, then Rigoletto comes in.
Best fucking scene in opera.
Best fucking scene in opera.
I swear to God. Like,
maybe.
Now he comes in with the la la. It's so la la. Yeah, it's so well written, and he's like la mia filia. Yeah, this shit's going on, right? And then Bastianini or something. His version on YouTube is fucking boss, man. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
you gotta check it out. This 12-minute scene, and the way he does it, these old school baritones, man. And Verdi, there's somehow this like. Not standard. I can't remember the word, but like you're allowed to fucking fuck with it a bit in standard ways.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I forgot to mention in the first act.
Yeah.
There's it's Maria Callas, Tito Gobbi, and Di Stefano, right?
Okay.
And
classic.
And there's this one part where Rigoletto sings. I can't remember the words. He goes da 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 da, and before that, the orchestra's going da 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 da, and Tito Gobbi does this thing that that people would think is like corny or something.
Yeah, okay.
But when the orchestra's going like this, da 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 da, he just adds in rhythmically. Ha 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 ha, right? And he does this ha 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 exactly on the beat, and that's the kind of old school shit that gets me as hard as a fucking marble statue rock.
Yeah, and I was joking earlier. I mean, like with these high notes and stuff like that. Like I'm down. Like if you got it, fucking do it, especially if it serves the purpose and stuff like that. But I like these roles where you're allowed to do it. Because there's lots of, like, before the aria, he says, like, I tried to find it. We got a score sitting here, but I can't find it. But he's like, it's written like, da-da-da-da-te, la-da-da-da-te. And in Verdi, you're always allowed to do the high squeak. You know what I mean?
The squeak.
You do it wherever you fucking want. It doesn't fucking matter, man.
The high squeak is basically obligatory.
What? Yeah, if you're
a baritone and can't squeak it out a little bit,
you got to be able to squeak it out and shit like that.
Are you talking about Cortigiani? Huh?
Yeah, but right before it, I couldn't find it in the score, but he's like it starts pumping up. He's like, la da da da. But also in Cortigiani, I'm not sure because I haven't looked at the music. Have you found it? The high G in the middle, No. But in the
Renderete.
what? No, but in the
I can't remember.
No, in the aria when he goes "Difende l'onor," is that written? That's not written. That G, right? Difende l'onor.
Right before quella porta,
Yeah.
assassini, right?
Yeah, I think that's like there's no high notes written, but I say fucking do it, man. I was joking earlier, but like this, like quella porta, assassini. You don't.
There on the second score.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. See, it's written super fucking boring. Yeah. Say the fili difende l'onor, whatever. It's always written boring.
Right.
But people go for the high note. Also, it's written like quella porta assassini. But people are like quella porta assassini. Yeah, and you're allowed to fucking do that shit. So he busts in with this aria going bananas, and then the begging. People always get their dicks hard at the beginning of that aria. Yeah, but I'm sorry. When he switches it up and he's like,
Marullo, signor.
Yeah, that shit is bee's knees, man. It's fucking good.
Because he recognizes, and the thing is, this is basically, psychologically what he's doing is fighting against. So he's really, really deformed, which in my opinion, they don't make him nowadays deformed enough.
Yeah, they give him a hunchback and then he limps, but like they don't do much with the face and body and stuff.
Do you remember 300? Did you watch the movie 300?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
That deformed guy there really caught me, and I thought that would be a good Rigoletto, right? This is somebody who is using his wit to fight back against these people who would put him down because he's so deformed, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, he recognizes when he's going after them exactly what he's doing. He's fighting, like, he really is desperate all the time, right? And he breaks after going after these courtiers because, what? They're fucking courtiers. They don't. And this guy's a fucking jester. He's the lowest of the low.
Right.
And he finally fucking breaks. Which, by the way, even though the music is really, really, really powerful and pathetic and sad and pleading, sometimes I wish I could see a Rigoletto that is really, like, honest to God, broken and on the edge of weeping before he says,
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen to the Bastianini, man. It's
I
good
know,
shit.
He's good. Those old guys, they would let their voice go a bit. I love it.
Yeah, they would fucking use them consonances. Anyway, so he does all that shit, right? So then he tries to bust into the room where Gilda is, and they're blocking his way. They're fucking with him. And then Gilda enters, and he's like, "You leave us the fuck alone, man." And so everybody leaves. And I think then she tells him what happened, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, he poked me." And
he got me. But she's in love with him.
Yeah, so she's
in love with him.
Straight up in love, right? And then another moment.
And that's the thing. You can't say this is rape.
Yeah.
Because he didn't rape her.
No.
She was.
Now he Giovanni'd her, man. He just fucking like seduced her. It was fucked up.
The fuck out of her.
And another moment where then like coincidentally like the guy from earlier that gave the curse, right? Monterone, he's just like passing through.
No. He's being taken, I think, to be killed or something.
Yeah,
or being
but
taken
in this
to
exact
jail.
moment, in the exact room.
Right.
Yeah, they're taking him away.
Outside the yeah.
Yeah, and of course there's a picture of the Duke, and he's like, it's too bad my curse didn't work, or something like that. And Rigoletto's like, oh, it did. I'm gonna kill that fucker. It will work. Right? And so, that happens, right?
That was not bad, dude.
You like that? Okay, so the
Good
scene's
reading.
done. And then we're out. Then we're at another location, right? So you had your break, you had the wine, right?
Spadaffucili's back in it.
So we're back at the house. So I guess Rigoletto sent him a DM, set up the kill, and
it's at Spadaffucili's house.
Yeah. And his sister went and like found the Duke somewhere and like brought him back home. Like boy, you trying to plunge? And he's like, yeah. Brought him home, and
one of the great low female voice roles.
Oh yeah, it's contralto, right?
Yeah,
I think it's super low. It's fucking good. That's good shit, man. That warm low stuff. Oh, yeah. And so they're outside the house. And, of course, like, Rigoletto is trying to get this fucker killed, but also trying to show Gilda, like, look, this is a bad dude. You hear him in there? You fucking see this shit,
yeah,
right?
He's actively going after Magdalena because that's what the Duke does. And this is where the fucking famous aria comes in.
La Donna Mobile, yeah. So they hear that shit. Sitta's in there, and so the plan is to kill him in the sleep. Gilda hears from outside. She's fucking, like, heartbroken over this shit. And then you got the famous quartet.
Quintet.
Are there 5 voices in there?
Isn't Spadaffucili also there?
I don't think so. I've never done it with. I've done that. I've done that a lot.
Oh, then it's
only
a
ever
quartet.
4 people. Yeah, it's Rigoletto concealing Gilda. Gilda's fucked up. Duke is trying to bang the. Yeah, what did I say?
You said concealing.
I'm fucking this absinthe. is
The
hitting
absinthe, baby.
hard, dude. And so anyway, so it's a quartet. I'm pretty fucking sure. Bella figlia dell'amore, whatever the fucking Pav's doing out there with the gold leaves. And so this happens, right, this shit. And so then he tells her to put on men's clothing. Rigoletto tells Gia to put on men's clothing, go to Verona. We're getting the fuck out of here. And I'll follow you later, because I guess he's going to make sure that the
It is a quartet, by the way.
Okay. He's going to make sure that the assassination goes through and all that stuff. And the plan is to kill this dude in his sleep. So it's getting dark out, and it's about to go down. And Spartafucci is like, go upstairs and go to sleep, and like he's gonna fucking kill him, all this shit. And I think his sister kind of falls in love with the Duke, doesn't she? And she's
Absolutely, because the Duke, he's got a little fucking magic in them loins of his.
Oh yeah, I mean this. He's doing this for a reason. And
the
she's
Zauberflöte.
Yeah, he's got that magic flute.
He's got that magic flute.
And so she's like, can't you just not kill this guy? You know, I'm trying to get mine. And
he's like, fine, if you can provide somebody else.
Which again, I think it's sloppy writing.
It's a bit
sloppy writing.
but
If you can find somebody in similar clothing, you know.
Which then Gilda's listening to all this shit out in the window.
Yeah.
She's like, I should have sacrificed my body.
And props to her, man. She goes in there and she's like, you know.
No, not props to her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe. It's
Dumb little fucking girl. Why is she going out? I mean, sorry.
It's a dumb move. Yeah, it's a dumb move, but still, it takes bravery to
But
go.
for that magic
to
flute,
march to your death, you know.
For that magic flute, I guess she's willing to die for him.
I guess. I don't know. So she gets fucking stabbed in the gut, right? Put her in the body bag, you know. And then, of course, you got the end of the opera. The assassin delivers her to Rigoletto. She takes forever to die.
Which is my one critique about the entire opera. Like
about all Verdi?
The scene before that with the quartet and then the storm is amazing.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
Of course, yeah.
But then she dies for like 15 fucking more minutes.
But Verdi does that, man, and that's my critique of Verdi in general, man, is that, like, he's like, fuck it. This is good fucking music. You shut the fuck up, right? You sit there and you listen to it. Because Don Carlos, the baritone, I can't remember the role, something with an R. I don't know, but he sings, Io moro, and then he has, like, a whole middle thing.
Oh, yeah, you made the meme about it. You made the meme about it, right?
Yeah. But that's the second aria. And the first one I can't remember. But there's 2 aria. It's like a 15-minute fucking death, man.
Totally.
Just fucking die. So then you get Rigoletto at the end doing the fucking high note, and then the curtain down, and it's fucking over.
Great fucking opera. But Rigoletto's one of the Verdi baritone roles, in my opinion.
I haven't had a chance to sing it, but I if there's like a couple bucket list things I want to do before I fucking quit singing, and that role is one of them. I gotta do it. Gotta do it, man.
It's too good. It's too fucking good.
It's too good. It has it all, man. It has color, sadness, anger. You know.
I get a little bored at 2 points, just at the very end, where she just. I know people when they die have a lot to say, but when you get stabbed in the gut. Right? And she didn't say anything when she was in the bag getting tossed over to fucking Rigoletto. She didn't say shit. Sorry, if she's saying
That's
shit,
what I mean.
she's going to...
It's a lot of sloppy writing, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to make it make sense, but they
that
just didn't
and
give a shit.
So Gilda is my least favorite role in the entire opera. Because I like Giovanna even better, right? She's kind of... I like that little... I like the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Monterone and fucking Giovanna,
and
those
the sister
two,
yeah.
Those sister.
Yeah, the assassin's sister. She's also good.
Oh, Magdalena is also prima.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. But Gilda sometimes is just a little long-winded. When she dies, also in the second act, no, in the first act, when he goes home to her, it's just like, okay, shut the fuck up.
That's what I mean.
Cut it a little
and
bit.
I get it. I think that was the style back then a lot, but it was just like, you put a duet in there because you need a duet in there, you know?
Yeah.
And like the quartet's fucking genius, and that's why it's sung at every opera gala ever. You know what I mean? Because it's like there is a reason for it, and it's a super clever place. Usually when I see the show, they have the house kind of sideways so you can see inside and outside, and it's super clever to have these two things going on, but they like function together. That's really fucking good, man. And most of the, I mean, off the top of my head, all the Duke stuff makes sense. you know, when it happens and what he's saying.
His role has maybe his of the major roles. Like Spada Chile is not a major role. Magdalena is not a major role. But of the major roles, the three, his has easily the least fat on it. You know.
Yeah.
I think that I think that it really is one of the best.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We forgot to do Hollywood casting for this.
I'll cast it up right now if you want. We'll do I'll go off the top of my head. I can do that shit.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say is, this goes back a long way. The quartet is in a long tradition of being able to express like an idea higher than the text that is being said by each individual character, even though they're all saying. So they're singing a quartet, and it's all different text, right? Which makes it basically unintelligible. Yeah. You can't expect people to hear four different voices at the same time and understand all the text. It's basically impossible. But that was known. They knew that was the case. Mozart did it with Così fan tutte. Soave sia il vento. You know it? They're singing different texts, and then, but still there's this understanding of what the feeling of the characters is.
Yeah, and it's written well because Verdi will let you hear a couple words of each voice come in and out. You know, you don't need to hold the whole thing, but you're like, oh, my heart. And he's
but
like,
not only that,
you know, but like vendetta. You know,
but it's also clear on top of that each character has a different Haltung.
Like state behavior.
Yeah, like a different behavioral state or a different desire at that point. You can hear it that Rigoletto's trying to convince his daughter, no, this guy's not worth it. You can hear in the music, and by the music alone, I mean not the words, but just by the music, that Gilda is absolutely desperate to love this guy. You can hear that fucking the Duke
is flirty and playful,
and that Magdalena in her music is just ready to receive, right?
Yeah.
Like this is it's a genius in music that is really almost unparalleled.
Yeah.
And that tradition, what I wanted to say was, goes back centuries. They used to do that in madrigals also, have competing texts on top of one another and try to express some sort of higher dramatic function.
It's
on
very
top of it.
difficult. It's very difficult. It's something you can't do.
It's very difficult.
It's something you can't do in speech. But it's very hard to write something that encompasses. It's very hard to write something that encompasses one emotion, which Verdi's a master of.
Right.
Setting a mood, painting a picture. But to do multiple emotions at the same time in the same piece, it's really...
It's like the art of the fugue. It's Bach's art of the fugue, you know? I mean, for me, it's one of that scene in particular, that whole scene is basically one of the highest achievements in music.
Yeah. It's good shit.
If maybe I go too far with that.
Yeah, but
it's possibly one of the highest achievements in music.
It's definitely up there. Definitely top 10. But what's great about it is it also sounds good. You know, from an academic standpoint, to be able to create something that functions, you know, that serves all those purposes is impressive. But to do something that is then entertaining to listen to, effective,
exactly.
That's the genius of it. Because a lot of people could create something where it's like, oh, this worked. I could tell what you did.
Right, it works on this particular level, but if you dig further, you'll understand why it worked. But what this does, I don't mean to take your point away, but I think you're absolutely fucking right. You can just turn this on the radio and listen to it just as pure enjoyment and not understand any of that. You put some more time in, you'll find a new level of understanding and enjoyment. You put some more time, you'll find a new layer. It's like an onion.
But these little things, you know, like these offbeats she has and stuff like that, it's like... It's super fucking clever. Yeah. Super clever.
So anyway, if you guys don't know this opera, fucking shame on you.
It's all this shit these days. Like this movie Mike was talking about in the 70s, 80s, they made all these really great opera films. Most of them are on YouTube for fucking free.
Yeah.
You know, just search it.
Yeah, there's also one with, I think it's the same director with, they do Tosca, and it's in all of the places,
Yeah.
in all of the places in Rome that Tosca took place in, which means
they
you
had
can
a
see.
budget back then.
Oh my God, it's great!
Budget, man.
Like she's on the fucking top of the Castel Sant'Angelo.
Yeah.
There's no, it's not a fucking set.
That's crazy.
It's just the Castel Sant'Angelo.
Is that the one with?
Cabavanska
Yeah.
and Domingo
Yeah,
and
that
Cheryl
one.
Milnes,
Milnes.
with
Yeah.
his Roman nose. Which, by the way, did you know that's what it's called?
What?
So they don't even fucking do this shit anymore. Look, I don't mean to become like an opera purist or something. Like this is opera bullshit, right?
Why are you getting off the mic so far, man?
Because I get loud and I'm trying to save them from
okay,
peeking, right?
okay.
From Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
But
Peeking for a leak.
they used to do. Do you know what the Roman nose is? Where it's got like a bump on your nose.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
That's
do I
called the
have one of those?
Roman
No.
fucking nose.
Yeah.
Right. And that is a traditional thing with Scarpia, that he's to have the Roman nose.
Oh, like from makeup they do that.
From makeup, and fucking Cheryl Milnes has a Roman nose there. And that's where I learned of Cheryl Milnes from that
He has
movie.
a natural.
No,
Roman-
no,
no, they
it's
put one on him.
it's put on him like
okay,
that.
okay.
And I think to myself, the first time I saw him, I'm like, man, that guy's got a weird fucking nose.
Yeah, you talk about Milnes, man. He's king of the Verdi squeak.
The Verdi squeak.
He does it in every fucking role, man.
Absolutely.
They're just fucking and then there's that scene in
fucking
Tosca. This might be
beaker
secret
of-
sponsor stuff. I might have to wait this, but like,
Yeah, wait it. Let's save it.
We'll do secret.
We'll tease it. By the way,
bring Milnes back up. I want to talk about Milnes in the secret sponsored one. All right, we gotta get off this. So
do we have a sponsor?
Nah, we do. Do you have the name? I got it here. Hold up.
Not really.
Here it is. This one. So we're gonna. I'll do a fade in, fade out. It's at the top there. You ready? You see it?
Are we allowed to say it?
Yeah, man. That's why it's there. It's the name.
Nice. I don't know what to do. Fuck.
I don't know, man. I was scratching my eye. I wasn't looking at you.
Miss Sandra Barba. Right? Barba.
Okay.
Barba. Sandra Barba coming in big time with the
time.
fucking financial sponsorship.
Let me fade out here. Keep it going. There you
I
go.
broke a little bit. I had to stop.
It's still going. There was this one part.
Sandra Barbara.
Okay, I got
Barba. Why is that so fucking hard to say? I want to say Barbara.
I wonder if that's a typo.
Barba.
Sandra Barba, dude.
Sandra Barba. Come on. I can't even say it now. Barba. It might have to do with the Lagavulin, too.
Barba.
Sandra. Coming in big time for us. Thank you so much. I mean, again, I sound like a broken fucking record, but god damn it.
Sandra Barba.
Every time, I don't get any kind of satisfaction as when I open up my phone and I see new sponsor on Patreon. I'm like, wow!
Yeah. Sandra Barba, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Mike and I, we talked in the last podcast about it. Look, if you guys want to join our secret sponsor group, then you go to Patreon. It's $5 a month plus sales tax. We can't control that. That's from Patreon, but it's $5 something a month. And you get access to our secret sponsor section, which gives you a full podcast. So like today, Mike and I will shut this off, take a pee break, record another hour jamming about Rigoletto and all the stuff we had to leave out of this one for time's sake. You have access to that every season, including the last 3 years of content.
That's right.
Back from season 1, season 2, we had videos of us recording back in Mike's storage shed and shit,
look at
where it
look
all
at the-
started.
Look at the fucking laugh contest.
Yeah,
That is
we wore
actually,
costumes just for each other.
I put that up, and that was actually something that till today,
Yeah.
or till a couple days ago, was exclusively
Secret sponsor content.
secret sponsor content.
Yeah, there's lots of good stuff, lots of videos. When we first moved into the studio, what it looked like, the build, when we made this wood fucking sign and shit. There's lots of good stuff in there. And we mentioned in the last podcast, Mike and I are in the process of planning a meetup where we're going to do kind of like a Zoom party or something with everybody. We just have to figure out the logistics of it because there's like 60, 70 of you guys now, and it's a lot of people to have like streaming at the same time.
Absolutely.
And we only got so much bandwidth down here. So we're trying to figure this out. So getting into the secret sponsor section gives you access to stuff like that. You can do it on Patreon. If you don't want to commit to the monthly thing at the moment, buy us a beer on Buy Me a Coffee, or you can buy stickers. We got a couple sticker orders I have to send out. We have at least 2 or 3 sitting on the bench. You can find all this information on our donate page on our website. Go to sexdrugsopera.com. click our donate tab. All the information's there. You can see how much our podcast costs every month.
Do you
are
practice
very
this speech like while taking a shit in the morning or something?
No.
You're really good at it now.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah, you kind of rattled all that shit off.
Dude, this is like episode 100-something.
It's crazy. We've done
like,
a lot of episodes now.
Main podcast, but secret sponsor shit. I mean, how many hundreds of hours have we sat here?
Many.
And never changed the pop guards once.
Never change. I mean, seriously, I'm glad that we only have this, or I would have gotten Corona a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, this pop guard's fucking gnarly.
Stanky.
Look, I think if we can remember for the next podcast, we should do the Hollywood casting. It slipped my fucking mind.
Yeah, me too.
It's been
I
so long.
Even think
I didn't even think about it. We usually pair the.
I cast Michael Peger as Monterone, though.
Nice.
Clearly.
I cast him as Gilda in drag. I think that'd be good. It's 2020.
I'm down.
Catch the fuck up.
Hey, I'm a professional. I will do what you need me to do.
I know. I've seen it. What the fuck was I going to say? We usually pair the opera with a composer. We didn't do that this time, obviously, because we already did, I think, a 3-episode arc
but
on Verdi.
It was big, yeah.
Was it 2?
I'm pretty sure it was
Wagner
2.
was definitely 2. Verdi might have been 3, at least 2. There's hours about Verdi out there. Go check it out if you want to know about Verdi. Otherwise, everybody, we're going to see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a happy Halloween. Have a safe Halloween. Stay safe. And secret sponsors, run to our secret sponsor section now. Check out the podcast that accompanies this. We're getting sloppy. Have a good time.
See you guys.
See you.